The One Piece world has at different times shown the capabilities of different leaders and their ability to rise to challenging situations. At first glance, Luffy would normally not be the first choice for most people as a capable and befitting leader. However, as with most things in the One Piece series, with time a bit of familiarity makes one understand the true depth of what leadership means, and Luffy and a couple of individuals like Zoro and even Kid have shown different meanings and expressions of what it means to be a true leader. Unlike individuals like Law, who have a plan for everything, Luffy's ability to rely on his teammates and the strength of his personality are enough to convince anyone of what it takes to be a leader. There are two things to consider when it comes to looking at what experiences Luffy faced that help shape his definition of who a leader is. Firstly, his encounter with Red-Haired Shanks left a very deep impact on him, and it still does. Growing up, Shank's occasional visit to Luffy's village, Foosha Village, helped with one of the ways in which Luffy viewed piracy to be as cool as he perceives it to be today. Shanks taught Luffy a couple of things. One of them is that people's dreams are to be respected no matter what. As far back as viewers can remember, Luffy has said the same words, "I am going to be the king of pirates," and when he said this in the presence of Shanks, he did not laugh and simply encouraged him. As such, he has shown this at various points in the series, from respecting the dreams of everyone in his crew to understanding the importance of how these dreams shape who an individual is. Similarly, Shanks helped teach Luffy the concept of responsibility and sacrifice in one way or another. Giving up his arm to save Luffy was such an impactful way for Shanks to teach Luffy that no matter the length, as long as he views someone as a friend, he can go to various lengths to save them. Consequently, he showed viewers this very trait in his attempt to save Robin from the hands of the government, saving Nami from Arlong, and many other times. Secondly, driven by his dream of being the Pirate King, Luffy has shown his optimism no matter what anyone says. His idea of who the Pirate King is has been fueled by some important figures who have or are still offering some guidance in one way or another, like Rayleigh, the late Ace, and Shanks. On that note, Luffy believes it to be nothing more than a title, as he has stated countlessly that he dislikes the idea of ruling over people and is rather focused on being the freest man on the seas. Hence, no matter what adversity he faces, Luffy holds firm in his belief that he will become the king of pirates no matter what. Luffy's first major test as a leader to some could be said to have been the Arlong Park arc, where he rose up to the challenge of trying to save Nami, of whom he had no idea until the arc was working for the Arlong pirates, aiming to buy back her freedom. Luffy had recruited her and had since thought of her as his friend, and on discovering this, he sought to fight Arlong and save Nami, not under the aim of recognition or money, but to save his friend and crewmate who simply needed help. All that was needed was for Nami to ask for his help, and the rest was sorted. Another way of seeing his leadership is through the trust and confidence he has in his crewmates and friends that they will overcome whatever opponents they face. He evidently showed this in the Enies Lobby arc, where he trusted the crew to best their various Marine or CP9 opponents while he saved Robin, another crewmate he considered his friend, further carrying out one of the foundational principles, which is the core of his concept of leadership. Lastly was his ability, as in the words of Mihawk, to attract people to him. After he escaped from Impel Down with other inmates in an attempt to save Ace, Luffy formed bonds, however temporary they may have seemed. What is important is that at that time, he was able to make allies of Crocodile, Boogie, and Ivankov to help in his cause to save Ace in the Marineford arc. All these acts are ultimately a testament to the personality of the man called Monkey D. Luffy. Unlike some captains who might focus on the usual rigid structure of hierarchy in a crew, Luffy's crew works differently because of him. The approach he has is focused on trust and friendship. He creates an environment that inadvertently embodies his dream of freedom within his crew. As such, this creates a sense of loyalty in the straw hats that most crews cannot boast of. His crew is devoted to him, and he is to them. Well, the video ends here, but I'd like to know your opinion, so make sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. We'll meet again with another amazing video. Until then, goodbye.